What is going on, guys? It's been a long time since I've posted, and an even longer time since I've done a reef tank. Deciding to get back into the hobby. I know it's been at least a year. Most likely I'd have to check the dates on my channel, but I missed it so much. And just due to certain situations, me and my wife are both in school, and my parents are nice enough to let us live here while I'm in school, and I already had pretty much all the equipment already. I just took my other tank down. Part of the reason I took that down is I thought we were about to move out. And I just was kind of over the big 40 gallon. I wanted something a little smaller. So I had this 20 gallon laying around. I had the stand, I had the wave pumps, the filter and the heater I ended up having to replace because they were in the garage, and it ended up ruining my equipment, I guess, the heat. The light, thank God, this one still works. The other one doesn't. It has a hole in it. I haven't tested that one yet, but for this tank, for what I'm trying to do, I don't think I need two lights, so one is perfectly fine. I only have the lights on right now to just show you the cycle process. I don't have these on. So the tank has been set up a week tomorrow, and I added the ammonia chloride and the beneficial bacteria by Dr. Tim's last Saturday. Right now, the cycle is definitely moving along, but we still have a decent amount of ammonia in here, and I am seeing the nitrite level spike, which is a good sign, that we're getting farther into the cycle. I'm hoping that maybe next weekend it'll be good enough to add a couple of clownfish for me and a couple corals. So the plan with this tank is I want a very, very simple reef. Last time I was doing all these different types of corals, LPS, and I had, I think, one SPS, and mainly LPS corals, but it was causing me to have to dose and stuff like that. I don't really want to have to do that this time around. I'm mainly wanting just a little soft coral tank, doing a 5 gallon water change once a week to replenish those nutrients. I am using a good brand of salt. I am using Red Sea. So even though I'm just doing a soft coral tank, I still want to use, pretty good, decent salt. So I'm running that salt mix on here. And right now, like I said, hopefully we'll be getting fish next week. So what I want to do is I want to start off with 2 clownfish and then some soft corals. I might get 1 LPS in here just to add some movement to the tank, because I want to mainly do mushrooms and zoas, just because I want really, really easy corals. The last tank I had, if you go back and you look at my 40 gallon, I had the pulsing xenia coral, and I thought about adding it to this tank, but it just took over, and I mean, it would basically just look like a pulsing xenia tank. And pulsing xenia is pretty, but as of right now, maybe in the future, I don't know, I never say never, maybe I would add it in here, but as of right now, I don't want it. I want to try my luck with GSP. I've never had any luck with GSP for some reason. I've had so much luck with pulsing xenia, but no luck with GSP. So I want to move this rock here on the left over a tad bit more and isolate it, and that's going to be my GSP rock, and then just have some mushrooms and zoas over here in this little cave right here, as well as maybe some sort of LPS here on the sand bed. What's up, Leia? What are you doing? That's pretty much it, I guess, on coral. Just a real simple soft coral tank. And then here, after a couple weeks of adding the clownfish, I don't want to overly shock the tank and get a bunch of fish right away and shock the tank. Not to mention I'm only using a hang on the back with Purigen and Phosguard in there, which is the stuff I used last time, which worked amazing for keeping my nitrates low. My wife wants to get a yellow Watchman goby again. We had that in the 40 gallon, and she really liked his personality. So we're going to get one of those as well here in a few weeks. I just want to give the clownfish a couple weeks to settle into the tank, make sure the tank can handle the fish load, not throw everything at it all at once. And we'll move on from there, as well as grab a few hermit crabs, a few snails, and maybe some sort of cleaner shrimp or fire shrimp again for this tank. I really like shrimp. I think they add so much personality to the reefs. They're so fun to watch. But this tank, I'm really happy with the way it looks. I think it's going to turn out to be a beautiful, beautiful tank. I have this glass lid for it, which is something I've never done before. which is so nice because you can see the evaporation. It's keeping the water in, and it's not really evaporating that much, which is going to help my salinity stay more stable, and I'm not going to be going through RODI water like crazy. And then to feed, just simply lift this up. So I am going to be feeding frozen brine shrimp and frozen mysis shrimp again in here. I don't really want to do the flakes. I think the frozen food is so much more nutritious for the fish. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. I just wanted to give you a real quick just video on, you know, setting up the tank basically. If you guys want an update on, if you're a returning subscriber and you want an update on all the animals, I will gladly give that to you. The ferrets, as you just seen Leia there, they're doing amazing. They're a year old now, and they're so much fun. Me and my wife absolutely adore the ferrets, so they've become like our best friends. But this is a little piece of ocean in the room, and I'm really excited to have just this nano tank. There's something special to me about nano tanks. I'm not sure, but the 20-gallon long I think has been my favorite tank I've done so far. I had it set up for 2 or 3 months last time before I went to the 40-gallon, and I just loved having the 20 long. So excited to have it set up again, and I'm hoping this is the best reef that I've set up so far. I'm just praying for very good success with this one. So I'll catch you guys later when we have fish in the tank. So peace, guys.